Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tapiwa and I'm currently a third-year nursing student living in Poland, and in this video I'll be giving you the ultimate packing guide for college. Once you've gotten your visa and your admission letter, now you can book your flight, right? And usually you're given 2 by 23 kg baggage allowance. Now, this is an essential piece of information because that's all you're given, right? So you don't want to exceed that limit. So I'll split this video into 5 categories and we're going to take a look at each category together, okay? So the first category is documentation. And under documentation, you want to pack your apostillized or legalized documents. You want to pack your health records, and you also want to pack your driver's license if you have one. Okay, and in Poland, you're only allowed to convert your driver's license after 6 months of living within the country. So now we move on to the second category. And the second category is the bathroom section. So what I highly recommend doing here is checking with your airline's maximum liquid capacity so that you don't encounter a situation where you carry liquids that do exceed what they allow, and now you're at the airport and you have to remove stuff because it's really an inconvenience and it's annoying because you now have to throw away some stuff or you have to pay extra money, right? So things that you can carry under this section are things like your hair care products, your skin care products, your towel, your toothbrush, your toothpaste. And for hair care and skin care, I highly recommend carrying a supply that is worth 3 to 6 months, because when you do come here, you may find, the hair care products that you use back home or the skincare products, but they may be really pricey, or you may not find them at all. So I highly recommend carrying an extensive amount, right? So now we move on to the third category. And the third category is my personal favorite, and that is the kitchen. So in this category, you can go crazy. You are allowed to go crazy. I highly recommend going crazy. Carry as much food as you can. Carry your African delicacies, carry your mealy meal, carry your wooden spoon, carry your, what else can you carry? Bring in your spices, your juice, bring as much as you can. I highly recommend using one of the 23 kgs to fill that up with just your African delicacies, because you will find them here majority of the times, but once again, the prices are outrageous. The prices, or you may not even find them at all. But I highly recommend that 123 kg, fill it up. Fill that 123 kg up. So then we move on to the fourth category, and the fourth category is tech. So under tech, you can carry your electronic devices, you can carry your chargers. I do not recommend bringing adapters, only because in Poland we use 2-pin plugs. Also because the adapters in Poland are really affordable. So then moving on to the fifth category, and the fifth category is the bedroom section. So in this section, you can bring photos of your family so that you hang them up, or you put them on your table so that your room feels like home or your apartment feels like home. I highly recommend bringing warm clothing, only because the weather here does fluctuate quite a lot, so it's better for you to be warmer than cold. And I highly recommend carrying a maximum of 2 jackets, only because they do take up quite a lot of space. And I also think that the jackets that we have back home are not conducive to European weather, because it does get extremely cold. In Poland, there are shops like Tanya and Layla, and these are secondhand stores where you can just pop in and find an affordable warm jacket that you can wear. And then as time goes on, you can buy yourself another jacket, well, if you don't want that jacket anymore. I also highly recommend bringing bed sheets, a throw, pillowcases, your sneakers, your sandals, 2 diaries, pens, and also medication. Medication is really important because medication is quite expensive in Poland, and because for a quite long period of time, you will have food intolerances, you will have issues with your stomach, you will, so I highly recommend bringing medication from back home, right? And then I hope you noticed that in this video, I did not say bring a 2-in-1. This is addressed to African parents especially. 2-in-1s, maybe please leave them at home. Parents, please, this blanket, may you allow your child to leave this at home. Not only does it take up space, it also does not allow the African child to carry the African delicacies because the bag is full. It's filled with a 2-in-1 blanket. There are insulated duvets. There are 2-in-1 duvets. May we please, African parents, I beg, may we leave this at home. May the African child leave this at home. Please. That's all I ask. So thank you for watching the video up until this point. I would like you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I hope to see you once again next week.